Feeling good. It's a blessing that I'm able to get back on the field. Just working hard and doing what I have to do to kind of sustain that.
Do you feel like you have to sort of make up for lost time in any way, given the kind of delayed start that you had to this camp?
You really can't make up for lost time. All I can do is just look forward and kind of just build from here on out, from where I started from practice, kind of just string along good days.
Thank you.
Next question, Mike Reese, followed by Mark Daniels.
Hey, Sony, how are you?
How you doing?
Good to see you, albeit through the computer screen here. So, curious how you would describe your off season.
Uh, Off season was, typical off season. Starting off the beginning and sudden change, especially with the coronavirus going on and all that. Just had to maneuver different.
And with the sudden change with the health situation, how much was that a surprise to you when that popped up?
With COVID,
More what led you to not be on the field at the start of camp, like what you were dealing with in the off season.
it's just certain things that I dealt with on the off season. I kind of had to handle it so I can be able to get to on the field at this point. And I did everything that I needed to do, and I'm here now.
Next question, Mark Daniels, and I'd encourage anyone else to please raise their hand if they'd like to ask a question.
Sony, what's your goal coming into your third season now, and what do you want to improve on? What are you working on?
I'm just trying to improve on being a better football player, being a better teammate. Trying to manage expectations. Just trying to do my job as best as possible.
Do you feel like with the missed time, you have enough time to get yourself ready to go for the start of the season, week one and whatnot?
I believe, in our staff that we have, from the training staff to the strength coaches to even the on-field coaches, that they're doing everything they can for me to get up to pace. And however I feel when that time comes, you know, we're trying to make sure I'm in the best shape possible, make sure, my head's in the right place, as far as the playbook and stuff. And I'm just trying to learn as much as I can.
Thank you.
Next question, Levin Reed, followed by Mike Reese.
Hey, Sony, thank you for doing this and welcome back. First and foremost, are you getting used to the differences every year that you see? Like last year you had Tom there, but you didn't have David Andrews, and you had Brandon Bolden. This year you don't have Brandon Bolden, you have Cam Newton, but you have David Andrews.
Being in the NFL, you quickly realize that there'll be different bodies around you. You'll have to just adjust. And that's something I had to learn, quickly. And, it's great to have certain guys around me. And the guys that I do have around me, I enjoy them being around me. Some guys, unfortunately, if they can't be around as much, as a teammate, I still be in touch with them. But, it is what it is.
Thank you.
Next question, Mike Reese, followed by Mike Giardi.
Sony, when we saw you back out on the field for the first time, my thought just from watching was he looks fast, like it was fresh legs, and I'm curious if you felt the same way when when you got back out on the field for the first time.
I felt good. Um, you know, there is a theory that, me missing as much practice as I did, supposed to have fresh legs, but, I've been, working my way up to that point. But I felt good just being out there.
And I was curious if maybe there was anything this off season that was like from your mindset that you wanted to get faster or you worked to get faster or maybe even lighter than the 215 that I think you're listed at on the roster. Was that at all part of the thought process for you?
It's all part of being a better football player, as I spoke on earlier. You want to work on every aspect of your game, whether it's speed, being physically stronger, lighter on your feet. That's going to be something I always work on in the off season. Something we focus on conditioning. Just to make sure I'm prepared when I'm out there on the field. And those are the key things that I work on.
Next question, Mike Giardi, followed by Gethin Kulba.
Tony, good to see you. I'm curious, when all your teammates, your brothers are out there on the field practicing and you're still working your way back, did you get impatient at all? Do you want the process to go faster so you can get out there and join them?
One thing about, being in this profession, it's all about being patient, controlling what you can control, and just working your way up to a point that you feel like you're ready to go. You can't ever take a shortcut. You can't ever cut the process short. You have to deal with it. And as long as you just grind through the process and work hard, everything will be fine.
Next question, Gethin Kulba.
Hi, Sony. I'm curious how you would describe the atmosphere out there today, and also how hard is it for the team to build up to game-like atmosphere when you have no preseason games?
It's all about, mentally preparing ourselves when we're out there on the practice field to get that game feeling that we had out there today. A little bit of crowd noise. Some of the exchanges that we had, going from first, second, third down to punt to kickoff, different situations, kind of getting in that mood kind of helps a lot.
Thank you.
Next question, Kayla Burton, followed by Mike Reese.
Hey, Sony, how are you?
How you doing?
Doing all right, thanks. Kind of following that question, I know a lot of you guys talked about in the beginning of training camp, obviously not having preseason games, just getting in that football shape. From where you were then to where you are now, how do you think collectively the team has progressed?
I think the team, has been working hard. Just seeing all the hard work that they've been putting on the field. Guys are trying to get better every day, trying to find that one thing that they can move forward from. If there is mistakes on the field, I'm sure guys are trying to correct it. And we're just trying to kind of build that foundation.
Do you think it's different going, obviously, like I said, with no preseason games, do you think it's almost a bit of a setback in terms of football shape? Or do you think that you guys have kind of made up for that, some of the lost time there?
I believe we only can work with what we're given. Everybody's given the same opportunity, every team, and we just got to take advantage of it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Our final question will be Mike Reese.
All right, Sony, thanks again for doing this. Coach Fears had mentioned earlier in August just that he likes the idea of pairing the two SEC runners, yourself and Damien Harris. And so my thought was, can a Georgia guy coexist with an Alabama guy?
Why not? We're both Patriots.
I know. I was sort of joking.
He's a great player, hard runner, and he's a great guy. And everybody in that room works hard. And I'm excited to be around him because we all push each other to get better.
And how do you feel you complement each other, like your playing styles, you and Damien?
He go out there, he just run hard, and he's going to push me to run even harder. Him going out there making plays will benefit the team, and whatever I can do to come in and do the same thing.
Thank you, Sony. Thanks, everyone.
Appreciate it.